Hi, this is Cloud Orca, here to take you through how to split 1 and 2 column layouts in your page layouts in your Salesforce org. So first of all, logging in to our Salesforce org here, I'm going to go and have a look at an account to give you a quick example of what we are going to cover today. So in here, looking at this account, what you can see here is nice clean page layout with a mixture of columns, whether they are 2 or 1 together with no break, plus also a column break here with the details in between. So what you can see here is there's a few 2 column layouts and then a 1 column layout with no break in between. So how do we achieve this layout? So what I'm going to do is navigate to our contracts and have a look here at a page layout that is out of the box, a little bit all over the place, no clean breaks. There's 2 columns, 1 columns, all a little bit difficult to see and navigate. So this is going to take you through how we clean this up very, very simply in Salesforce. So first of all, navigate to the top right hand corner and edit the object here from the cog. So just to repeat, go up to the top right hand corner, click the cog and then go to edit object. If you don't see this, it's highly likely that you haven't got the right permissions. So just simply speak to your Salesforce admin at your company and ask them to enable you to have this, or alternatively, show them this quick video and they can do it for you. So here I'm going to edit the object. Now it's going to take me here, you can see it's taking me to contract and within the object manager. So straight from here, I've appeared exactly where I need to be. On the left hand side here, there's quite a few options. I'm simply going to click page layout. And then here is the contract layout here that I'm going to click and edit. So now I'm in the layout and here you can see there are, this is the layout here that mimics this. But here's the details of how I'm going to edit it. So first of all, what you can see is all of the headers are visible on edit only. Okay, what does that mean? So plain and simply here, if I click the edit button up here, you can see that I've got some headers in here that I will be able to see. Okay. So navigating back to here, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean this page layout up to show you something that's similar to what we had in the account before. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is what I want to have a mixture of 2 columns and then I want to have a mixture of 1 column here. So I'm going to drag this up here and I'm going to drag a new section down here and I'm going to say contract info 2 column. Okay, now I'm going to keep the layout here in 2 column and I'm just going to untick the detail and untick the edit page. I'm going to keep the tab key order left to right. All that simply is when you hit the tab on your keyboard, it's whether it goes exactly that from left to right or from up to down. I'm going to click OK here. And so now you can see I've got contract info 2 column and I've got description information in here. If I click on the section properties, which is the little spanner here, you can see it's visible on edit and it's 1 column. I'm going to untick visible on edit and I'm going to click OK. So now I've got this here, which is the contract information. Again, header visible on edit only. I'm going to click the section properties and you can see it's 2 column and it's visible on edit. It's up to you if you want to keep this on. This really makes no difference, but I'm just going to keep it on for the sake of this video. So clicking OK. So now my first 3 columns are, I've got a 2 column layout, I've got a 1 column layout, and I've got another 2 column layout on here. So I'm simply going to take some of these fields in here. So let's highlight some of these fields. And I'm going to drag them down into this section in here. And I'm going to sort them out just by dragging them across. So here you can see I've got a mixture of 2 column, 1 column and 2 column here. So slightly cleaner on here, where what we're going to do is we're going to have contract owner, status, etc. All of these will be left to right 2 column. The special terms and description would then be single column, and then here you can see I'm going to have double column again here with these 6 fields. Next, my address information, I'm going to want to split that up and give it a column header. So rather than have a new column, all I'm going to do is just go in here and click section properties, and I'm going to tick the details page box here. And then again, for my system information, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to go into here, into section properties, and I'm going to click detail page and click OK. So just to review this page layout here, what I've got at the top is I've got the first section is the header is visible on edit only. So when I click edit back in the record, I'm going to see that here. And I've got my 2 columns in here. Then I've got my single columns where the header is not visible. And then again going to my 2 columns where I've got the header again not visible. Address information in here, and I've made this visible on edit and also view, and the same thing for the system information. So there's a couple of things that you can do here. So quick save, if I click that, it's saved this now, and if anything happens, that layout will be saved. But I can continue to work on that. So if you're doing quite a lot of editing on your page layout, it's a good practice to click that every now and again. Or I'm just going to quickly save this, and then it's going to save that page layout here and take me back to this screen in the Object Manager. Okay, so going back to Salesforce, clicking into this tab. So as you see here, as you remember, this page layout is a little bit difficult to navigate. It's not really split up properly. I've not got the sections on view, so a little bit difficult from a user experience point of view. So if I refresh this page, what should now happen is I should see the page layout that I just made in the Object Manager a second ago. Yep, okay, so now you can see that. So in here now, what I've got is I have got the address information, first of all, is split into a different subsection, as is the system information. So now I can clearly distinguish between that and the record detail up the top. If I go to edit, okay, so what you can see then here that I've got is I have got my 2 columns. So here I can have my my 2 columns in here. So I've got the account name, the lookup for customer sign by, I've got the date fields on the right, and then you can see here now I have my long text, special terms and description in here that takes up the whole of the page. So if I have quite a long description, it's not going to group it all into a double column, apologies. It's going to have it into a single column, and likewise again down here. Okay, this is really easy now to view in here that I can have 2 columns in here as well. Okay, so really easy in here. Now I've got my 2 columns, 1 column and 2 column again. Saving this, so you can see if I had a long bit of text in here, it's going to show that. So very, very simply, it's a nice, simple way in your page layout within Salesforce to incorporate single and double column layouts without having a column break like this within your page layout. So hopefully that this has enabled you to very simply and very quickly clean up your page layouts within your Salesforce instance.